very passionate about making sure that I do all I can to add value to our young kings, man, and make them see a different route. That's even with my image, I want to change. We're stereotyped as Black men. If you have your hat to the back, or if you have tattoos, you're a bad person. No, I'm a family man. I'm about my business. I'm married, got 4 kids, so I wanted to change the outside, the social, the pop perception of Black men. We're all different, so you can't just put us in a box. So even with my image, I think is very, very important as far as who I am.
Hold up. Hey, yo, Tama Beats, let's get him something new to ride to. Welcome to the Pursuit of Passion podcast with K. Noel. So take a seat and listen. Listen to the practical words, encouraging words that are here to help you get over the hump in your life, cause you are in pursuit of your passion. Yeah, I see you, and I present to ya the Pursuit of Passion with K. Noel.
Pursuit of passion, pursuit of passion. You gotta have it, you gotta have it. Pursuit of passion, pursuit of passion. Yeah, you gotta have it.
Yo, what's going on, fam? This is your boy, K. Noel. We got another episode. Man, look, this is one of those other episodes that I've been excited to do since the beginning of season 2. Yo, this guy, he's a national motivational speaker. He's a mentor. He's an entrepreneur. So I'm going to let him introduce himself. But first, man, before you even start to introduce yourself, man, you got to hit those 3 words.
I feel those 3 words coming. I'm excited. Yeah. So my name is Jamar Blackman, a.k.a. J Black, a.k.a. the GOALGETTA. And my logo sums up my message. 1 finger to the brain, 1 to the sky. All I'm saying is with the right mindset, you go to the top. I put the red check next to the brain because everything starts with the mind and it takes blood, sweat, and tears to achieve goals. You're a goal-getter. I'm a goal-getter. Success is the only option. And I'm so happy to be here in the building with you.
Yes, sir. And I want y'all to know, this same energy that you see right here, this is him 24/7.
No days off.
If you're following him on social media, that's all you're going to see. I love it, man. Most definitely love it, man.
Appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, so I don't want to take up much of your time, so we're just going to go ahead and hop into this interview. So okay. My first question is, what made you want to become a motivational speaker?
I think it's God's purpose. Looking back now, full circle, all my life I've been on stage, as far as performing arts schools. I won an essay contest in elementary school, an international dinner, and I was actually trained in motivational speaking from an entrepreneur business point, sales and marketing. So when I look at every time I speak, I think about 16 to 18 hour days. And what I mean by that is I had to outsell everybody to earn the opportunity to speak from a business standpoint. So through the day, going business to business, selling products to the marketing company. So say somebody outsold me during the day, the way you build your business is by taking day of observations out and building your team. So you got to be the person that's running a meeting before the owner every day to show that you're the next person up. So the way that you get the top day of observation is being a high seller. The way you be able to run the morning meeting is being a high seller. So you want to make sure your team see you as the next person. So people will actually outsell me sometimes during the day. They'd go home working on their meeting for the next day. Oh, but you going to sleep, huh? I'm going night merchant. So I'm going out. I don't care if I outsell them by $1. It come morning. Back then it was Jamar the Star. So they be thinking they about to run a meeting. And the meeting, who's running the meeting? Jamar the Star. They're like, oh, what? I outsold them yesterday. Oh, no. I went night merchant, bro. So you did what, 500 on the day? I ended up doing 800 because I went night merchant. So that mindset, blood, sweat, and tears. Every time I get up to speak, I think about them 18. It was real. It was real. So it's a different perspective with me with motivational speaking. Like if I didn't motivate these guys to go out, sell rain, sleet, or snow, I couldn't pay my building rent. When I was in Brooklyn, New York, 19, that was $2,500 a month. For my apartment, that was $1,200 a month. Before I got there, to that point, we'll wind back to Pittsburgh. I was standing in a merch house. So I'm outside my comfort zone. I couldn't initially pay my bills. So it was real. I had to really learn every aspect of motivational speaking so I could really survive, so it's a different perspective with me when I think about motivational speaking. But fast forward, 2017 was the April 2017 is the first time I gave a speech under the title of motivational speaker. So at that point, I went through a lot of things, but I was following, shout out to Tony Robbins. That's my guy, Les Brown. But Les Brown introduced me to E.T. So when I seen E.T. and his swag, I was like, wow, I can be me and do this. You know, just a light click. I see he had a motivational speaking album. And I liked how the music was in there and everything was hip hop. And I've been in performing arts schools my whole life. I love music, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, dang, I could just be me. And everything just came full circle. I was at this job. I always help people and inspire people, so it just clicked for me. And my logo just came. I was at a job. I was a laminator, a helper. So I got these big old boxes. I'm putting through the machine, and that logo, my logo you see behind me right now, it just came to me with the right. Somebody said I was helping somebody. I was like, bro, it's all about mindset. You know, I feel like since I'm here, why not be the greatest ever? And it's a win-win situation. Let's say I don't be the greatest ever. I'll just be one of the greats. But it's gonna force your work ethic to increase. So I was telling somebody that, and that just came mindset. With the right mindset, you go to the top. So that logo came first, and then from there, it's just been off to the races, bro.
Wow, man, I love that, because I know for me, E.T. was that same one who impacted me to make me realize, you know, that I can be me. That I don't have to be like everybody else to try to fit in to fit in this circle, because I don't like trying to fit in the circles.
Right. Yeah, that's powerful, man. I think at the end of the day, God has a purpose for all of us, and once you recognize it, the richest place in the world, I love to say this, it's a cemetery. And the reason I say that, because there's so many people that had so many different gifts. There's somebody there that was better than Michael Jordan, but they let obstacles derail them from their purpose. And they had a courage to act on it. They let people's voices or fear stop them from running into their purpose. So I'm big on telling people that you gotta quiet the noise, tunnel vision, and lock in on your purpose. And at this point, I'm not walking, I'm running in my purpose.
Yes, sir. Now let's go back to 2017.
Okay.
So how did it feel to finally go under the title of a motivational speaker back then?
No, it was dope, because you know what's crazy at that time, I just had made the decision. That's the year I released my first motivational speaking album, Life Changer. So once you're an entrepreneur, like I said, I was an entrepreneur very young and I had some success. So once you are an entrepreneur, you go back to corporate America, you always got this bad taste in your mouth. But I was at this company, I actually just was promoted to supervisor. I was the first ever Black supervisor in this company. The only reason I did it is because all the older Black guys there was telling me that they'll never hire a Black supervisor. So I wanted to prove them wrong. You know what I'm saying? So my first speaking engagement, actually, my boss, he let me leave the job to go do the speaking engagement. So I left work, which is cool. And I'll never forget it. I did the Young Kings the first day, and they asked me to come back the next day. So I left work both of them days. And by me becoming a supervisor, I was able to have the freedom to do that. But it felt great just to be able to, you can see as you're talking, the kids it was an elementary school, to see their faces and their eyes light up, to see how the teachers were reacting. That's how you know God worked through people. And I was like, yeah, this is it.
So was it around that time that you knew you wanted to deal with the youth?
Yeah, well, I always knew, I knew that's where I was needed, you know, because really I've done, me with my videos, I just started doing the videos, people start reaching out to me, so I do corporate training as well. Like with me, my goal is really to impact the world, but my focus really is the youth, the schools, that arena, that's my focus. Everything else that comes, it comes. But when I did a speaking engagement, it actually ties into my mentoring program, GOALGETTA Academy. Out of 25 kids, it was 23 hands raised when I asked about a father being in the home. These are Black kids. A father either being in prison or not in the household. And I knew I was the positive Black voice. And the way the teachers and the staff reacted to me as far as a Black man coming into the schools, they weren't used to seeing that. So I knew that was very, very important for me to be in that arena. You know what I'm saying? So that was vital to me definitely saying, you know, the youth is my focus as far as motivational speaking, and me starting my mentoring program, because around that time people start asking me. So 2018, that's when I started GOALGETTA Academy.
Tell us a little bit about GOALGETTA Academy.
With GOALGETTA Academy, you know, we focus on mental health, goal setting, leadership development, entrepreneurship, financial literacy, community service. You know, but we do young kings and young queens. We say ages 9 to 17, but I don't like to split families up. So now we're down to, I just accepted a 5-year-old, so,
wow.
So we, right now with the pandemic, things have changed the way we operate, but we still, every Monday we got virtual meetings with the young kings and young queens. I got smaller groups that I meet with. We meet at the bar. I take them to the bar. I pick them up, take them to the barber shop, and we have our sessions there. Get them cleaned up, because if you feel great, you do great.
Yeah.
So I'm big on, if you look great, you feel great. If you feel great, you do great. And I'm big on, with the young kings, creating mental warriors. When I break down GOALGETTA, like our mission statement is, we believe that goals give direction. With the right mindset, you go to the top. A goal-getter grinds to greatness every day, aims to be the best version of themselves every day, understands that adversity is a part of the journey to success. So we embrace it. We never give up. Success is the only option. So by them having to learn that and recite that every single day, and I make sure I key in on the part that says adversity is a part of the journey to success. So we embrace it. I want them to understand that obstacles are a part of life, and understand that every test leads to a testimony long as you keep going. So I'm really creating mental warriors. I want them to be very, very mentally strong. Definitely as young kings and young queens in America, because being a black boy, black man in America, it's not easy. We don't do good. We grind to greatness every day. Why be good? We could be great. So that's the biggest thing I'm instilling with them.
Man, and I see it from social media, from the stuff you post, man. And I want to say I love it, man.
Appreciate it, bro.
To see the impact that you having on the young kings, the young queens, and I'm sure it's life changing for them.
Yeah, it's definitely. I think it's like, because a lot of them, man, it's different. The family structure is crazy. So I am like the big brother, the father figure. But I know what it feels like not to have that positive influence, not to have a father. So it's therapeutic for me as well. And actually, I just feel it's a blessing. All I wanted to do was motivational speaking. But they say you want to make God laugh, tell them your plans. So from just the start, as far as the motivational speaking, birthed the motivational speaking albums, the mentor program, podcast, GOALGETTA podcast with Jay Black, which actually that started because I did a speaking engagement, and a guy there said, he said, man, you're a podcaster. Now I had it on my goal sheet anyway, but it happened a year early. So he had all the setup. So in 2018, I started with my guy Ace, and I was actually the voice for Be Me, which is a black men united group. And I did like maybe 27 episodes with him before he got an opportunity to go on radio. Then he was a radio director. I was a radio personality for maybe about 30 episodes, and now I've been on my own. So we're on the episode about 120. So with the podcast, we're just giving people their flowers while they're here, and it's great for me just to come on and give them their flowers and promote their business, and definitely speak life into them. So I definitely enjoy that. The podcast is crazy. It's been 3 years, as far as me and my guy T Vix, he's my engineer for that. So it's crazy how time flew with that.
Man, 3 years grinding, man.
Grinding, all gas, no brakes, then even with, like I said, branding, motivational brand, even with the clothing, I want you to wear who you are. You're a goal-getter, like I said, logo. With the right mindset, you go to the top. So with the goal-getter, with the brand, I just want you to be the best version of yourself. It's you versus you. So I want people just really to understand the word impossible says I'm possible. And a lot of times when people see you operating your gift, they'll become envious. And if you care about them, you actually might listen to their voice. And sometimes they'll discourage people just because they're jealous. They can't do it, so they want to discourage you. Just because it didn't work out for you don't mean it's not gonna work out for me. You know what I'm saying? But some people listen to that and they stop running, they stop walking, and it leads to a miserable life. Now you're a person that's watching everybody else doing them, and now in this social media age, you're always dropping negative comments or being just real envious and bitter. So yeah, it's very important to protect your energy and understand that your vision was given to you by God, not nobody else. So you can't expect everybody else to be excited about your vision. It's kind of funny, when I first started, like a lot of my close friends, you be saying some real stuff, but that intro, man, you need to stop doing that, man. That's stupid, man. You need to stop doing that. But that same intro got me into LeBron James I Promise School, 3 months. after it opened. That same intro got me at Akron University Black Male Summit. That same intro got me the opportunity to go to Columbus for a speaking engagement when I first started. So you got to block out the noise and focus on God's vision for you.
Yeah, man, and I tell people that all the time, man, because when you're on that journey, you're going to have the people on the sidelines.
Right.
They going to be talking all that chatter, but they on the sidelines.
Right.
And they want you to be on the sidelines with them. So, like you said, you gotta cancel the noise.
Right, got to.
Hey, what's up, fam? To all my business owners out there, do you need to get your business out to more eyes and ears? Do you have a book that you want to get into the hands of other people? Well, here's your opportunity. The Pursuit of Passion podcast is looking to partner with you. We are offering advertising opportunities, so hit us up today. All serious inquiries can email us at podcast@relentlessmotivationalgroup.com. And remember, all things motivate. Goals. How many goals have you set up for yourself where you gave up because it was too hard? How many times did you feel you weren't good enough because the journey seems tedious? I too felt this way, but then things changed. I realized I had to change how I think. I had to change who I was. I had to be relentless. I am K. Noel. I want to tell you about my book, Be Relentless. It teaches how to understand your roar, your design path, hitting your mark, and much more. Purchase your copy of Be Relentless today at www.relentlessmotivationalgroup.com. It's not just another book, it's a movement. So are you ready to be relentless?
So what are some of the most difficult things that you would say as a motivational speaker that you have faced?
I think it was more the business side, understanding the structure, as far as when it comes to, because one thing we're big at, as far as shout out to Jeremy Anderson, I like he said this, is make impact and income, you know? So being able to figure out the business side, to be able to provide a living for my family, you know, because I have a wife, 4 kids. I'm definitely very passionate about the family, you know, setup, you know, because I came up in a single parent household with just my mom. So it's very important for my kids to see me and their mother in the same household and just being able to live our best life. So setting an example. So the business side, you know, it's understanding how to structure and to go about far as getting the speaking engagements and everything like that. So that's been the biggest struggle. But then once again, if you're serious about something, you gotta be willing to invest. So during the pandemic, I actually made 2 big investments that's been, I think, priceless for me. I invested in Next Level Speakers Academy, which is founded by Jeremy Anderson, who's one of the top youth motivational speakers in the world. And I invested in an author group, University of Moguls, Shanti Blanchard, who's my mentor as far as authors. I'm an author as well. So them 2 investments, man, it's definitely been priceless for me. I think if you want to go to the next level, anything, you got to have a mentor, you got to have a coach, you know. Absolutely. As motivated and inspired as I am, you know, because I'm very self-motivated, but at the same time, there's a saying, a smart person learns from their own mistakes, but a wise person learns from other people's mistakes. Now, you're going to make mistakes. Be smart and learn from them. But there's so many mistakes that Jeremy made, that Sean made, that E.T. made. I don't got to make because they made them already. So I can get the game from them, and then my journey will be different. Now, you still got to put in work, but you're going to make the same mistakes. So I'm very big on being wise.
Yeah, and at the same time, that advances you further along.
Right.
Instead of having to make those same mistakes and then face a temporary setback.
Right.
And a lot of people don't see that picture.
Right. Because people don't, like I said, you'll see if somebody's serious if they're willing to really invest in their craft. People say they're serious about this, but okay, if you're serious, you're going to have to invest in your craft. Yeah. You know, it's been times I gave my last because I'm so serious about this. I didn't really have it, you know, when I invested in the Speakers Academy. It's a pandemic. You know, I didn't have that couple 2000 for real, you know, but I got a payment plan. I knew that this was vital for my career. You know, I didn't want to keep running in place. You know, I needed the actual game for somebody that's really doing it. And I seen that he was really doing it and living it and taking care of his family. So I was like, you know, wait, and I knew seeing who he was connected to, who was my one of my biggest inspirations. Those are my top 3, Tony Robbins, Les Brown, and E.T. Eric Thomas. They're my top 3 guys, you know what I'm saying? So once I seen that, I was like, you know what? I need to make the investment.
Okay. Now let's talk about your book real quick.
Okay.
Now, I want to tell everybody, if you hadn't got the book, You got to get the book. So,
Definitely.
So let's talk about the journey towards writing that book.
Well, you know what, man, I said I wanted to write it maybe a year ago. Shout out to my guy, Denny Wilson, Wilson Empowerment. He's an author, he's doing big things at Akron, but he actually sent me the live for this Sean Blanchard's mogul book program. So when he sent it, like maybe 8 months prior, but at the time I was like, man, I had so much going on. But when the pandemic happened, I had to sit still, evaluate everything. I had time to really pause a lot of stuff. So I decided to make the investment, and the process, I was still procrastinating for real. But what happened was, Denny Wilson, he wrote on one of our calls, he wrote 3 books in that time frame, like in a matter of like, I say maybe 4 months. And I was still at my title, going back. I'm like, oh man, I'm playing. Let me lock in. You know what I'm saying? So goals give direction. I believe that goals give direction. Like when I was 9 years old, my neighbor's brother was killed in front of his wife and kids. So until that time, this guy's the guy that we wanted to be like. He had the Jordans, he had nice clothes, he used to give us money. He was that guy. He was still a nice car. But the thing is, he was a drug dealer, and I used to play with his kids. So the thing is, with his brother being my neighbor, after everything is gone, I seen the lasting pain. So I knew then I still wanted the material things. I was 9 years old, but I wanted to do something positive. So when I say goals give direction, even though I was in a toxic environment, I actually created my own reality. So a goal will give you direction. Once you lock in on a goal, I got accepted to performing arts school. It showed me a whole different reality, So if you can get excited about a goal, no matter how toxic the situation is in your life, it will give you direction. So you'll start, once you commit to it, you'll say, you know what, I don't got time to be in a bar all the time, or I don't got time to be hanging with this person, or I can't watch that much TV because I'm really committed to this goal. So it would bring discipline to your life. That's why I named the book Goals Give Direction. So that's important to that. And I definitely got to shout out, like I said, Sean Blanchard gives you the exact blueprint. And I'm gonna keep it 100 with you because I always want to be transparent. You haven't seen me promote the book as much as I had to pause. I had to pause it because I was about to send my books out to schools. I got to that point, and my mentor, Sean Blanchard, he reached out to me because he finally got his book in the mail. He was like, man, everything about you is so over the top on point. Your book cover is great and everything. The book is great, but the layout, it's not right. He's like, your layout is not right. Layout is not professional. Your book is forever. I think with you, he said something I say all the time. It's crazy. You only got one time to make a first impression. Right. So I decided to pause and make the investment and send it to his team to redo the layout. So actually, I just got the confirmation today from the company. So now the re-release, the books are on the way. It's a new layout format, and added some stuff at the end, so it's going to look even way better. You know what I'm saying? So sometime I had a date. I wanted to release the book and my new album on my birthday last year, which I did. I hit the goal, but at the same time, the editor that I invested in wasn't the right one, and I'm new to all this, you know what I'm saying? And at the time, his team was taking a little bit longer than when I wanted to be my date, but it was a valuable lesson, you know what I'm saying? You can't rush the process. Process. So it was an expensive lesson, but I'm glad that I experienced it so I can talk to other people and I can share it now. Sometimes you just gotta, trust the process and make sure things are done all the way the right way. And I didn't know at the time, I figured, it has a great message overall and it got to be perfect, but at the same time, it was a valuable lesson learned. So now the book, I've been getting some great feedback, which I appreciate. And I'm looking forward to really getting back to promoting it and traveling to really promote the book.
Man, that's incredible, man, because I know the journey and the struggles it can be and the frustration behind writing books. Because, man, I'll be honest, with my second book, I went through a journey just trying to get my cover done. Right. So, yeah, I know.
Yeah, luckily with me, because with graphic, I had a graphic designer, so I already had a team in place for that. It was more the process of really sitting down doing it. And then my wife, shout out to my wife, my gorgeous, sexy, intelligent wife, gorgeous, love you, baby. Where would I be without you? Anybody that's married, make sure you do that. I'm trying to help y'all out. You know what I'm saying? Keep it cool. But she made me dig deeper, man. I was very bitter. It was a healing process. I got emotional during writing this. I had to really tap into some places I didn't want to go, especially with my father. You know what I'm saying? So it was tough. You know, it was tough to really write this, but it freed me, man. It definitely freed me. And I think God wanted me to experience certain things so I could be a blessing to his people. So he wanted me to walk my journey. He wanted me not to have my father in my life so I could be the person I am today. And I love who I am. So it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? But this book definitely elevated me as even a speaker. It forced me to grow.
Toma on the beat.
Hey, what's up, fam? Yo, check this out. If you need music for your next album, your podcast, or maybe even your next video, you know, your YouTube or whatever, I need you to check out my bro, Toma Beats. Hit him up today so he can set you up with dope music like what you hear in the background now. He also is the producer of the music you hear in the background for seasons 1 and 2 of Pursuit of Passion podcast. So check him out today on Instagram, Toma_Beats. That's TOMA_Beats. Or you can look him up on Facebook, Toma Beats. All right, let him know K Noel sent you. All right.
Man, I just want to take the moment real quick to give you your flowers, man, like right now.
Appreciate it.
Because I know for me growing up, man, I fell into the selling the drugs and the gangs and stuff. And, you know, I had my father in my life, but, you know, the streets was just calling me.
Right.
And I didn't have no one like you in my life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I think that is very vital and important, especially even more now.
Definitely.
Because what they're facing now compared to what I was facing back then, man, it's even crazier.
Yeah, they so quick. These kids shooting. They ain't even thinking. That fighting days, they ain't fighting. They jumping. It's a situation. They straight going to get the gun and shooting. You know, we had access to guns that you hear, but people weren't so shooting like this. So they killing each other, man. It's definitely unfortunate, and I feel I'm very passionate about making sure that I do all I can to add value to our young kings, man, and make them see a different route. That's even with my image, you know, I want to change. We're stereotyped as black men. If you have your hat to the back, or if you have tattoos, you're a bad person. No, I'm a family man. I'm about my business. I'm married, got 4 kids, you know, so I wanted to change the outside, the social, the pop perception of black men. We're all different, you know, so you can't just put us in a box. So even with my image, I think is very, very important as far as who I am. And it makes the kids more, like I just recently, visited a detention center in Cleveland, and that's them, me just being there and me being transparent with them, and them seeing me. They love my swag. They're like, man, what them shoes? Them your shoes? They love the shoes. They're like, oh, that's what's up. Oh, that's your shirt. So they just feeling everything off the image. Then once I spoke, you know what I'm saying? So I think it's very, very important. Oprah Winfrey once said the most powerful contribution we have to the world is our story. So it's very important that we be authentic and transparent with our story. Because there'll never be another you. There'll never be another K Noel. So the world need to know who you are, you know, not nobody else, who you are. So I don't water myself down for nobody. I don't care if you don't like me, that's fine, that's okay. I'm still gonna be like, I'm excited, yeah, every single day. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I feel honored, man, that you reached out to be on this podcast. You know, anything I could do to inspire, to uplift everybody. I'm on a mission to change the world, but I'm starting in my community. So yes, I'm definitely passionate about making that global impact.
Yeah, man, and I like what you said about the hat backwards, man, because I'm a Chucks guy myself.
Right.
So
right.
You know, and that's what I was known for, you know, back when I was gang banging and stuff. But I still love my Chucks.
Right.
So, but you know, just because I'm wearing my Chucks, that don't mean I'm gang banging.
Right. Right.
So yeah, man, I got a few more questions.
Okay.
And, what is the thing that motivates you the most?
Motivates me to know. I think I'm just conscious of the fact I don't take a day for granted. So I think my family. I'll say my family, and I just say purpose. You know, family and purpose. Like I'm conscious of the fact that 151,000 people die every day. That's 151,000 dreams cut short. So I feel like every day I wake up, it's a gift. So it's disrespectful to God if I don't open up my gift with passion. That's why, as far as social media, like I call it lifestyle marketing, but you see, I share a lot because I want to put positive energy into the world, you know, and I want to share the process. You can see see my growth, see me come from here, and you see once I get to impacting billions of people, you know, to show what's possible. Like even like in my mentoring program 2 years ago, I told I'm about $150,000 in the hole right now. I told them that once I become a millionaire, I'm going to give them all $10,000. The people that was in my mentoring program that day. And it's not even about the money; it's about the goal. I had them think out the box. No, you don't got to be a drug dealer. You don't got to be an entertainer. You don't got to be an athlete. You could be a motivational brand and become a multi-millionaire. So it's more about the goal to show them what's possible. So me just passionate about just being a positive voice, a positive impact in this world.
Absolutely, man. And I got one more question. Now, I think I know the answer to this.
Okay.
I'm going to ask it anyway.
Right.
If you had to pick one word that describes you and your vision, what would it be?
One word. So I can't say that because that's 3 words. So let's see. One word. I say passion or inspire.
Okay.
Passion. You know, I want everything I do. You can say passion. You know what? I can say this is one word. Go getter. Go getter. That's one word.
Hey, and I knew that was the word. And I was like, man, the word is right behind.
Right. I thought about it. Yeah, because I'm always saying them 3 words. I'm excited. Yeah, but yeah, go getter. I want them to see I'm a go getter in every aspect of my life. You know, so yeah, go getter. They'll see that. You know, they'll think every time you think go getter. That's Jay Black, the go getter. He gonna make it happen. You know, it's no excuses. No matter what he goes through, he's gonna make sure that he gives his best effort every single day. Every single day, I want him. It's 86,400 seconds in the day, 1,440 minutes in the day, 24 hours in the day. I'm gonna make every single day count.
Yes, sir. So this is how we're gonna end, and I end it with every guest like this.
Okay.
I just want you to take the opportunity to encourage the listeners.
Okay. Biggest thing I want y'all to understand is that if you're still here, you're still breathing, that means God still has a purpose for you. I really want you to have tunnel vision. I want you to focus on your star player. What makes you happy? You know, think about what makes your soul smile. Start doing more of that. Don't ever let anybody define what success means to you. Think about what you want out of life, and then from there, you got to pay for it. Blood, sweat, and tears every single day. You got to grind every single day. You know, I encourage people to understand this, right? You look at the word can't, you take the T off, can. You can do whatever you put your mind to, but you got to believe in you. But you got to make sure, and I'm going to say this again, you got to make sure you do you. Don't water yourself down for nobody. One finger to the brain, one to the sky. With the right mindset, you go to the top. So once you say that success is the only option, your mindset every day, no matter what happens, it's going to be adapt, conquer, adapt, conquer. So I love and believe in you. And always remember, only person that can stop you is you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, man, I want to tell you, man, I appreciate you. Thank you for taking out the time, man.
Yeah, no problem, bro. And make sure you're out there. Go to jblackinspires.com. Grab you some Go Getter apparel. You know, I got the Go Getter clothing, shirts, hats. I even got a Go Getter pillow. Because when you sleep, I want you to be thinking about your goals. So make sure you definitely check out the clothing line. I even got the Go Getter shoes now on the website. So yeah, go to jblackinspires.com. Definitely check me out.
And before I forget, how can they find you?
So Instagram, YouTube, Jay Black, the Goal Getter. Facebook, you know, motivational speaker, Jamar J. Blackman. Make sure you follow my mentoring program, Goal Getter Academy. Also follow Facebook, Goal Getter Podcast with Jay Black. Also follow Goal Getter Apparel. So if you connect with just one of those, that connects you to everything else. But definitely stay connected with me.
Yes, absolutely. Now, y'all know how I usually end this. But bro, I'm gonna let you end this the way you do it.
Okay, great. So I'm big on energy. So one thing I want to do before I end this, no matter where you at, I need passion. Okay, so I want you to repeat after me. I am great.
I am great.
I am a winner.
I am a winner.
Success
is the only
option. So once again, I love and believe in you, and always remember, only person that can stop you is you.
Thanks for joining us this week on the Pursuit of Passion podcast with K. Noel. Make sure to visit our website at www.relentlessmotivationalgroup.com to purchase books by K. Noel and Relentless Wear. Check us out on Instagram and Twitter. Both handler names are RelentlessMG1. And also, check us out on Facebook at Relentless Motivational Group. Also, join the Relentless Texting Community today by texting Relentless to 404-962-0730. Be sure to subscribe now to the Pursuit of Passion podcast with K. Noel to catch a new episode every Thursday. And don't forget to leave a 5-star rating. You can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and a ton of other podcast platforms. If you would like to look us up on Anchor, that would be anchor.fm/The Pursuit of Passion. If you would like to send a donation, you can do so on our website or on our Anchor page. Last but not least, always remember that all things motivate.